Oh yeah, the battle or to play against their big brother might be fading away, although Faven, that is a hell of a start. Pulling up the CZ, already taking 2 domes in the early stages of this round. Spitty is going to get dinked up, but Faven's come back for more. You could see Chopper didn't expect him to hang around any longer, but the fact is he wanted blood, leaving just the 2 players remaining, trying to fight this one back. And the bomb's position, well, it's not going to be found, I don't think, by Slacks, but it doesn't really matter. These remaining 2 would have to do something pretty impressive and are slowly being played, but they are going to have to get a bit of a rush on, and the reposition coming out from Farven is going to make things awkward for them once again. Now, he only has 8 bullets, but he might not need any of them, as Spitty takes the head off of 1, and eventually Farven will complete his
to make Spirit respect them at any point. So going for plays like that at least lets them know that, listen, we're not too deterred by going super aggro. Speaking of which, Dennis gets 4 kills, 2 of which are from Molotov.
Well, you spoke of risks, and a risk has been taken. 3 players ready and waiting on this site. The flashbang actually seemed to deter Spirit more than anything else, and the scout's starting to connect. Farven again is doing damage, but he might have to do it all. A 1 versus 3 situation. The bomb yet to be picked back up, and he somehow has taken no damage in that duel with Mir, making things look possible. And look at the position of the bomb. It's horrible. Luckily,
the key choke point angles. Cressy is going to break the deadlock. 30 seconds coming up. Magix and Chopper, though, do answer the call. Their fallen comrade. As they look to try and pressure towards the site. Smoke goes down. It won't be covering the bomb planter, but Slacks may get caught if he's not careful. He does pick up the frag, but it's too late to deny the bomb plant. There's a second kill, though. Said before that we needed to see more from him on training. So far, he is delivering in spades. And some Die Young and Chopper, they're still alive for a few more moments. There could be a flank in play as Spitty makes a move through and pinces on Pop Dog. And now Dexter has to hold on. 1 HP remains. And Dennis doesn't have the kit, so he has to charge him down. Time is of the essence here, Dennis. Get a move on. If he doesn't get this kill soon, it may not be good enough. He's going to have to jump back onto the site, and I think he realizes he doesn't have it. The kit's nowhere to be found, so he has to get...
Dennis is now going to be the AWPer for a round.
Oh, no. Zeus? Really? How is this working? How the hell have they got 3 kills?
Thrown in, Dennis. 9 kills. He got 10 in the entirety of the last map, so definitely having a resurgence. And as said, he's taking a lot of the earlier fights. A double nade hit. In fact, there's going to be 4 kills with just grenades. Unfortunately, Chopper's going to ruin the ace,
as far as I'm aware, at least. So that's kind of a bit of a concerning element, I suppose, if you Spirit. They haven't really had the finances for it. Spitty's in a different position up on the bomb. A bit of an off angle, not one that you expect. Takes down the first kill, spins around, but can't get 2. It was always going to be a rough ask. They look to try and boost over the smoke, but Chopper has nullified Cressy, puts the bullet in his head. Post plant comes up. And with Spitty dead and Faven low, and 2 AWPs to potentially save, I'm not sure Sprout want to go in for this.
Yeah, it's the one map where I would say an AWP retake is not as bad
performance from him. You know, he's going to be posting up decent frags regardless of whether he's having a good or a bad day. And of course, as we highlight him, just takes that off Faven. Easy 1D, makes it look simple. There's Magix with one of his own. We've been here so many times. One of the AWPs already been taken away, and there's another 1D. Some Die Young falls to the AWP spray of Spitty, but 3 separate 1D-lers have come out. And it's looking grim for Sprout. Just when you thought they're about to extend, Mia may get a shot kill. Indeed he does. And Spitty has been skewered.
Oh, God. There's like 3 players there. I don't know which one he hit because he moved his mouse so fast. The eyes of Some Die Young is exactly how I look right now.
I think it was Cressy was jumping on E-Box, but yeah, it looked like it could have hit 2 or 3 players there. Players from pushing around the side. Magic's taking a little bit of damage, getting singed down to 71. But Sprout are going for a gamble. The gamble stack potentially to look for a save if things don't work out for them. But they're all clumping up on B. Tons of grenades now heard in the distance as the fire and flames start to envelop the site. And Team Spirit will be getting that plant down. Again, I don't think Sprout are interested in this, Tom. I think they're just going to save, and it makes sense. Their economy now in a bit more of a shambolic state than a few rounds ago. I'm just blown away by 101 Zeus kills. But Either way, back into the matchup. The timeouts came and gone. It's the same result. Dexter breaking it down. And Mia, you've got to credit and respect the fact that he's tenacious. He may have had a really poor start, but it's not put him off going for these plays outside of main. He's wrapping around the back of them. He knows Slack's here. He's looking for that secondary player. E-box is clear. Up on Brown Train is clear. Does he take the shot? How long does he want to wait before he does pull the trigger? He's relaying so much information for the rest of his teammates, and he's got himself the kill. But with Favin out of position, it was a simple dunk from Dexter.
Give a little bit more to the T side, Orpa. Like I feel like it can be a little bit rough. And especially with the fact that they've still managed a decent amount of rounds. Dennis, though, 12-6. As I said, he's already got more kills than he did in the entirety of the last map. Dexter about to swing, and he does land the shot. It's a bit of an awkward bout between the two.
No, this guy is very good with the gun. He's just not had that impact, but maybe this is his moment. His moment to bask in the glory, or perhaps not, because Dennis has gone down. It's all on Slacks. He does have a kit, but no utility, no flashes or smokes to try and lock off one of these angles, to try and separate these two Ts, and time is ticking away ever so quickly. Mia, statistically, I think that was one of the stats that Elliot put up, is like he has a better average rating on overpass than any other maps. You think, why isn't he playing? But look at that for a headshot. Cressy destroyed straight away, and Favin follows suit.
This has gone from bad to worse. The streak of rounds for Spirit, it makes this half look dominant, and the fact is they were losing 6-3, which, well, if my maths is correct, it means we're looking like they might be about to win 6 rounds in a row, unless, of course, Biddy can do something truly impressive. No AUG in hand this time, so it will not happen. Spirit, they
do have a bit of utility that's now being tossed out. 2 flashes remain. Make that just 1 in the hands of Spiddy. Magix hops across, and some die young, cracking it open alongside Chopper. The first 2 picks go the way of Spirit, and it could go from bad to worse because they're about to run into Magix, who does get instantly tapped in the head, but there's Mia. He was 1-9 at one point, and now he's 12 for 11.
An idea that should definitely not be added, but would be hilarious. Dexter, AUG in play. It's a little bit rough. I'm surprised he's not traded out sooner, but luckily Cressy is there. Some Die Young will pick off 1. Now the scout of Magix is the main defender. His teammate smoked off, isolated, not in the greatest of spots. And I don't know what Magix can do somehow. Doesn't take a lick of damage around that corner. It's actually going to continue to try and fight Cressy. I don't know how he survives this. Luckily, he does work as great bait for Chopper.
Chopper 1-on-3.
As the lone defender, a bit of an interesting spot for him at the moment. I believe he's going to try and get aggressive over onto B. More importantly, though, Dennis still going strong, finding another opener for the squad. However, there's a very quick switch back.
Well, they got great positioning as well, and they can replenish that smoke down in main. So Spiddy doesn't want to push through here. Spiddy, it goes down to a 2-on-4. This is where things could get out of control for Sprout, but a big pick, spotting the second player, which is Magix. And that can now be attained by Slacks as Magic peeks out 1 too many times. And Mia, stuck on the site alone. It's a good flash, a very good flash that yields them the round more than likely.
He's very confident in that smoke. Maybe more confident than he should be, because the push is going to be coming in. The incendiary will force them to try and push into this longer range angle, which is not going to be a comfortable one, and will deny them the bomb. But however, they pushed all the way up towards Connector, putting some real pressure now onto Chopper. He needs a multi-frag, and in fact gets nothing.
What am I witnessing? This was P250s and a couple Tech 9s. How is this happening? How many times are we going to witness this madness? Now, maybe Mia and Dexter can chime together and pull this out the abyss. Dexter will be having to use the M4, maybe not knowing that a second player was back towards the spawn side, but now Spiddy's given his position away with the P250. Alomi is up against him, but he's the last man standing, and as long as they can force Spiddy away and just hold on to this defuse, the round should be theirs, and it will be theirs. They can breathe a sigh of relief. And Die Young with the Orc, just keeping them at arm's reach. The Shadow has betrayed Spiddy. He knows Spiddy is up there, but he's not sure as to these other possible players. Good flash has been tossed in, neutralizing the vision, but Slacks has neutralized any opposition outside of main. Dexter, 25 kills, gets flanked by Dennis, and it's down to Chopper on a measly 13. Unlucky for some. Time, but I don't. So Sprout down, not out, but Magix has been put out of his misery. AK headshot through the smoke. An integral moment perhaps in this best of three, but Dexter using the aforementioned AUG against them. Mia double taps into Dennis, but now Dexter's lost his life, and as has Mia. The economy plummeting with very quickly. He needs someone to wrap in. They've gone aggressively into main. That is some information that they can now try and pivot off. Additionally, some Young can have a fast rotation up through PopDog. If the call comes through, he could go very quickly up there. Decides against it, and Dennis has got the opening picks. They needed a bare minimum of 1 kill on the site to pincer back onto. That has not happened, and now it's a 2v5. With a bang. And Magic's watching Ivy this time with that secondary AUG from a more passive angle, and finally we're seeing him have some success. Can't connect for the second shot, and Dennis straight out of PopDog spins the advantage back around in favor of Sprout. Mia uncharacteristically missing out on a golden opportunity, and Sprout going from strength to strength.
Doesn't seem to even be a way into this. They're going to use the molly to try and clear out the electric box, but that's given them absolutely nothing, and the afterplants look flawless. It's down to Dexter, but he does quickly land 2 kills. He's going to try and do something a little bit cheeky. Taps the bomb, baits out Spinny. That's the 3rd, and now it's left all into the 1v1. I think the time might have just ticked away, but he kills every single member of the opposing team. It's going to be so damn close, but it's not quite there. Dear Lord, this man has talent.
Holds onto his own AUG. That is pretty important for the CT side. That allows him to go for more of these buys, but now it just gets instantly caved by Dennis. And Spirit have lost all composure, seemingly have lost all hope. Spiddy and Dennis both come back in with more. Magix misses his shot, and that could be the end of the round again. Still away back in. Dexter with his Deagle making moves, just caught a glimpse. They've seen each other, and Favon comes out second best. A lot of damage, though, inflicted to Dexter. Down to 11, throws the smoke. It's all a bait. He goes back in, but Dennis is up to the task. And he drops the bomb for his teammates so he can go entry first and not drop that bomb in an awkward position out on the site. Intelligent play time, but it is going to have to be through the fire and flames of a lot of pressure that's been put down them. Good flash allows them safe passage to kick things off. Mia coming around the corner. They need him to have tons of impact. There's the first kill. Spins around, and a second. Do they know that Slacks is below the bomb? He's actually traversing and transitioning across there. Big shot onto Mia. There's still enough time, though, for Sumda Young to pick this up. An important headshot on what could be such an impactful round. They do get no peek up close from the CTs. As they vacated the premises, they're playing more passively. And now Favon shows his hand up in heaven. Even trade out, but Dennis is keeping them slightly in the lead. 30 seconds to play with, and Spirit need to get on the site. The bomb's been dropped in an awkward position. Mia's just spotted himself a couple of players. There's one. He definitely saw Spiddy in connector. It's all about where Dennis is currently residing on this flank. Can he stop the bomb from going down? No. And to make matters worse for Sprout, they've lost Spiddy. Dennis is still unknown, however, and now Slacks has missed his chance. Dennis needs this first pick, and he needs it clean to move back onto the site with. He's missed his chance. He's missed his shot.
Dexter's found a pick onto him and leave them in a 4 versus 4. The wraparound gives Dennis a little bit more, and Dexter's there for the trade again. It's falling a little bit flat, and we know what this man can do. Mere a 1v2. In fact, they actually back away. Maybe not taking this fight, not wanting to risk it, but it doesn't matter. Cressy has the kill, and now we have a map
comes out
point.
second best. The M4 triumphs over the AK. That looked like it was an ironclad headshot. Now Spiddy posted at the back of the site, hasn't got the kill, but he's tagged him down solo, and Cressy can finish it off. 2v3, but Magic's only on 2 HP.
Oh, that's going to be enough. Dexter, that's Dexter's Molotov. What's just happened? He's had enough of having to carry the team. He's decided to wipe out his teammate instead. A whiff shot as well might give Cressy the extra ground he needs, but Dexter's then turned the tide, even killing off his teammate. It's a full stick. He's just holding the team.
The utility belt is so dry. Double ops have been picked up, though. Dennis and Slacks both have one of their own. Oh, they're anticipating this flank. 27 seconds to go. This round's not over just yet. Slacks can stay alive at the back of the site. The bomb's been dropped down. Another trade. Dennis out in the open continues to just lay waste to everybody on Spirit. 1 HP remains. He's been suppressed by Dexter. 40 kills to his name. And he's going to get pressured by PopDog. Does he anticipate this? But he is making moves in. It all comes down to timing. The AUG plays the AWP. In terms of performances, Dexter is well in the lead. but he may have this snatched away purely off timing. He spots Spitty, and he hits him center mass. This man is unstoppable. HP on Sundar Young as well, and they're starting to make moves onto Ivy. Cressy, who's had mixed fortunes out on main, this time does shut down Mia. That's a big pick, and Faven, different angle. Haven't really seen many players up on this box, and it's got them two big kills. Normally a one and done gets traded out from main because Cressy locked it with the open. Watch down, provide overwatch on towards main side. He gets picked off from Chopper, who's trying to go in for two and actually gets it. Cressy's spray whiffs horribly, and now it's a 2-on-2 with 27 seconds. Spitty's aforementioned auto sniper has to come to the forefront, but he goes for the wide swing, and Sundar Young takes his head clean.
The AWP is probably the worst possible weapon you can have in this duel. A pistol would be enough. 8 seconds as they go pushing in. He connects the initial shot. It's him facing off against Chopper as he looks around the corner. P250 out, and he will keep them going. It is going to be 19-19.
Heavy body blows. Neither has been knocked out, but they've both had their stumbling. They've both been knocked down. Spitty still alive as Mia gets tagged down significantly. Spitty develops a bit of an advantage with 2 kills. Sundar Young's the second player to fall down, and Faven's flank is perfectly timed. The bomb's been dropped down alongside it, and even though they've got some aggression towards box halls, they're isolated. Chopper's stuck outside on A.
It looked like it was going to be a rough start in the other direction after a few shots were missed. Spitty got pressured, but they have dominated. Looking like they're going to take the second round for themselves. Dexter, he can't even pad his stats. Waiting could actually be the difference. And this is the thing that both teams are doing. The domino effect has been a big part of the last few rounds. Re-aggression after re-aggression, reposition after reposition, and Spitty manages to thread the needle. It's looking like they might get 2 attempts at the map this time, as Sundar Young is the only one remaining, and Spitty will put him in the grave. He's almost become a little bit of a burden. Luckily, the slack has been picked up by the man on your screen. No flash will be an easy kill for Dexter. The reposition, but it is a trade. His counterpart this time almost sacrificing his teammate in order to get that kill. And you know what? It might be a worthy sacrifice.
Oh, Faven and Slacks have both sprung themselves into kills, and Sprout have a chance. Not just a chance, they've converted the opportunity. We're heading to Dust 2, and in multiple overtimes, Sprout have made the comeback a reality.